Hi guys. So, this video I want to respond to a question of Cameo, who had asked what he can do to effectively plan his day. His goal is to find a great career so that he can become financially independent. And the first thing I would urge you to do is can you think about what are the top 3 things that on the top of your mind you think would make sense that they could bring you a step further to your desired outcome. So the first step obviously is that you are absolutely clear of what you want to achieve. So, and you can, all of you, but Cameo especially, but anyone else who is interested in doing that challenge, you can just write down in the comments. You should write this down also for yourself in your notebook, in a journal, wherever you want to keep it. But if you want to share it with me, you can share it and you can share your thoughts and I can respond to it in the next video. So write down very clearly, what is your goal? And I want you to don't go too long term, just go for the next 6 to 12 months, because that's something that you can actually see. And when you set that goal, don't let yourself constrain yourself. Immediately, usually our mind goes in and jumps in and says, oh, this is not possible. It's immediately starts doubting, how can I do this? So if that happens, it means that you're getting out of your comfort zone, which is always good. So don't let the rational mind stop you. Make a goal which feels really inspiring to you. Okay, if it's a goal that you're just half-hearted, okay, yeah, let me do it, it's not gonna work. If it's too huge, where you think this is completely unrealistic, and it could be also become a problem, but make it really big and inspiring. Oftentimes, the larger goals are easier to accomplish than smaller dreams, and so make a big, bold challenge for yourself, okay? And don't worry about how you're gonna achieve it. Don't worry about it, okay? It's not your job to do that. So once you have that clearly written out, you can share it in a comment with me. And then the next thing is, you need to get into action, because only when you start moving, you can actually get guidance from the universe. You can attract situations to yourself. If you don't do that, then you're not gonna get anywhere. So don't get lost in the thought that you need to know how to get there. No, you just get started moving. When you drive somewhere, okay, when you go in your car, if you don't get started and you use a GPS like Google Maps, it can't even tell you how you get somewhere, because only after you start moving it can tell you the direction, okay? And even if you go the other direction, it will redirect. What does it do? It will say, okay, now you take this path, and it will always recalculate. So the same way, we have to move in order for the universe to be able to guide us, and guidance will always come if you're really clear what's your goal. So after you've written down your goal, write down the top 3 things that you think right now that are top of your mind that make sense for you to do. Things that you can actually do right now, that are not dependent on anybody else, okay? Something that you are 100% in control of, okay? So let's say, for example, you work in sales, then you can't say, I'm gonna sell that much today, because that's not 100% under your control. What you can control is that you can say, I make 10 phone calls today, for example. If you want to meet someone, you can't really say, I want to meet my perfect girlfriend this week, because it's not 100% under your control. But what you can say is, hey, I'm going to approach and speak to 10 women this week. Okay, that's under your control. So take 3 action steps that are 100% under your control and start doing them, okay? And I can give you some guidance on how you can, use tools to make sure that you can always keep track of things, because keeping track and measure things is a good way to make sure that you consistently do them. But the first step would be become clear about your goal, and then start moving. Okay, so if you want to have more input on this, you can write down what your goal is, what the challenges that you set for yourself, and what the 3 action steps are that you decide to take this week. Okay, not next month, this week. So instead of doing nothing, you can start with small action steps. The important thing is that you get started and you start moving. Okay, so let me know how this goes for you. Let me know what's your challenge, and I'm more than happy to talk a little bit more about this. I wish you all the best, guys. I wish you a wonderful week, and if you enjoy this kind of content, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. You can share this with a friend. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I publish a new video every week, and leave a comment. Let me know what's your number 1 challenge right now that you're facing, and what is your dream, what is that you want to achieve, that you want to manifest in your life, and what are the action steps, the mini baby action steps that you can start doing this week in order to move closer. I see you next week. Bye, guys.